those mighty clouds sound in the back. This view is amazing. I'm sorry to disturb you guys, but I wanted to try something else today. So I brought this, a GoPro, and this one, and tape. I'm gonna try to do another kind of time-lapse or a different kind of time-lapse, and then we're gonna see how it works. I'm not really sure, but you have to try something out. And the funny thing about it is, seeing this sunset right here is something that I have witnessed now for around a year from my rooftop. As you can see, I live right across there. One thing that came to my mind is we always seek the same spots, or I have a bad habit of going to the same places, which is my rooftop because it's the easiest. But for me, change is good sometimes, and I wanted to capture the sunset in a different way. And I was thinking, where can I do it? So I ended up here. And the reason I wanted to talk about that is sometimes you have to change location, as we just mentioned. I just traveled around the world for 6 months where I stayed at the most amazing hotels. We were out in the jungle, beaches, just paradise everywhere. And a lot of the people that I traveled with, they had this problem when they were getting home. They said, now I can't film anymore, or now I can't do photos anymore because it isn't that interesting as I'm here in this paradise island. I can see what you're saying, but for me, it's all about changing the perspective and looking around in your area. What do I have here that is as beautiful as a white beach? And to me, one of them is a beautiful sunset. So for me, chasing that specific sunset in different locations all around my home city, Copenhagen, is something that I want to do more. And it's something that I want to point out to people that are complaining about not having the right locations to shoot, or you think I have to travel to do content. Nah. Try something new and you will learn how to use your backyard or rooftops or whatever. And speaking of locations, I just wanted to point out, or I'm so stoked that the video that I did with Laura, you can see it here. You saw that custom neon sign? Guys, 4 hours to make this. Anyway, the video had 37,000 views, over 250 comments, and I know that Laura's audience are as stoked as I am about the video. I think it turned out so good, and to be honest, I think we raised the bar in a way of creating content on high quality level in terms of lookbooks or fashion. That being said, what I wanted to point out is we filmed that at a diner in the southern part of Sjælland, which is the island that I live on. And even further down south, there's this amazing place with white cliffs, a stone beach, and there should be an amazing sunset. Therefore, I decided to go down there with a friend of mine who contacted me, as he wanted to shoot this. Once again, the sunset that I was mentioning, he wanted to shoot that once again, but in a different environment. The content we got looked amazing. So I'm gonna try to set up this project. If the time lapse is good, you guys gonna see it. If it's I'm gonna try something else, maybe go for another angle up here, and then you will see it the next time, okay? Here's the trip to Møns Klint. Can you believe it? Like, this place right here is in the middle of Denmark. So as we talked about before, with the nature all around the world, you can always find pretty places, even though that you're at home. The cliffs here are all white and you have this beautiful beach, or, you know, more or less. Just gonna do something here, but it's not only me, we're two people here. And Benjamin, you just said that we're in Sweden.
Yeah, my phone just said that we're in Sweden, even though this is like the south end of Denmark, but I believe Sweden is just around here, but
we don't know, like,
we don't know.
Sweden's always out, you know, like, have to swim out in the ocean. But guys, today I'm here with Benjamin. So him and I have been talking a lot on Instagram, Facebook as well. Benjamin is really great photographer. He does amazing videos as well. Been doing a lot of YouTube, shooting weddings, stuff like that. Actually, I was asking him, so dude, I need to find a beautiful place in Denmark. There are tons, and Benjamin lives around here?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah, almost. Or he said like, yeah, I almost live here. Then we have to drive an hour and go through the woods, and now we're sweaty and our pants are white and but
yeah,
it doesn't matter. Do you have anything else to add maybe for who you are in your life?
I'm 21 years old. I'm Danish photographer, as he said, and I'm just living life, having a great time, shooting some great pictures.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. So that's why we wanted to come out here today. So we brought a drone, gimbal, everything, and you know,
3 cameras and an analog camera.
Too much. Like, and I always proclaim this: you don't need all this fancy stuff. You can just do it with an iPhone, but it can look a little bit prettier, and you can get some cool stuff with the slow motion and blah blah blah. So we want to end off this video by shooting a cinematic sequence from this place, just to show you what Denmark has to offer, and just the fact that you don't have to go across the world to find places like this.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So let's get to the cameras and do some cinematic shit. See all those action scenes, everything. This is how you do it. You run like this with a gimbal and a camera.
Nej. Fuck. Ah!
Nå.
Fuck, man. Det er helt smadret.
Ej. Nå.
Ja, det er fandme.
Gonna see here. There you go. But we got this. I'm gonna show it now. Before, it doesn't look as good as I wanted it to, but it's a start. So the next time I have to find a watch that can spin around while the GoPro is going.